Mexico is a land steeped in rich history, vibrant culture, and a plethora of myths and legends. These stories often blend elements of indigenous beliefs, colonial history, and supernatural themes, creating a tapestry of eerie and fascinating narratives. Here are 10 of the most terrifying myths and legends from Mexico. One of the most famous Mexican legends, La Llorona, is the ghost of a woman who mourns the loss of her children. According to the tale, Maria was a beautiful woman who drowned her children in a fit of rage after discovering her husband's infidelity. Realizing what she had done, she drowned herself in the same river. Her spirit is said to roam waterways, crying out for her children and bringing misfortune to those who hear her wails. This legend serves as a cautionary tale and has been passed down through generations, instilling fear and respect for the supernatural in Mexican culture. El Chupacabra, which translates to the goat sucker, is a legendary creature that has terrorized rural areas across Latin America, including Mexico. Described as a reptilian creature with spines along its back, it is said to attack livestock, particularly goats, and drain their blood. First reported in the 1990s, sightings of El Chupacabra have continued, blending folklore with modern urban legend. This creature embodies the fear of the unknown and the unexplained phenomena in rural communities. La Planchada is the ghost of a nurse who is said to haunt hospitals across Mexico. The legend tells of a beautiful nurse named Eulalia who fell in love with a doctor, only to be heartbroken when he married another woman. Distraught, she neglected her duties and let patients die. After her death, her spirit began to appear, immaculately dressed in a crisp, ironed uniform, tending to the sick and sometimes saving lives to atone for her negligence. This legend highlights themes of guilt, redemption, and the lingering impact of emotional trauma. El Charro Negro is a malevolent spirit who appears as a well-dressed cowboy riding a black horse. This figure is often associated with the devil and is said to offer wealth and power in exchange for one's soul. The story goes that those who accept his offer find themselves cursed, eventually losing everything they hold dear. This legend serves as a warning against greed and the dangers of making deals with dark forces. La Lechuza is a shape-shifting witch who takes the form of an owl. According to legend, these witches can transform into large, ominous birds to spy on their enemies and seek revenge. It is said that hearing the eerie call of La Lechuza at night is an omen of death or misfortune. Some believe that these witches can be warded off with salt or by tying 7 knots in a piece of string. This legend combines indigenous beliefs with colonial influences, emphasizing the fear of malevolent supernatural beings. El Nehuel is a shapeshifter who can transform into an animal, such as a jaguar, coyote, or eagle. Rooted in ancient Mesoamerican mythology, this legend has evolved over time, with Nehuels often depicted as witches or sorcerers who use their powers for evil purposes. It is believed that Nehuels can be identified by certain marks or characteristics and that they can cause harm or bring misfortune to those they target. This legend underscores the complex relationship between humans and the natural world in Mexican folklore. Located in the Xochimilco canals near Mexico City, La Isla de los Muiscas is a real place with a haunting backstory. The island is covered with hundreds of dolls, many of them decayed and disfigured. The story goes that a man named Don Julian Santana moved to the island and found a drowned girl in the canal. Shortly after, he discovered a doll floating nearby, which he hung on a tree to honor the girl's spirit. Over time, he continued to collect and hang dolls, believing they were possessed by the spirits of dead children. The island is now a popular tourist attraction, with visitors reporting strange occurrences and eerie feelings while exploring the site. La Pascualita is a mannequin in a bridal shop in Chihuahua that is rumored to be the embalmed body of the shop owner's daughter. According to legend, Pascuala Esparza's daughter died on her wedding day from a black widow spider bite. Heartbroken, Pascuala preserved her daughter's body and dressed it in a bridal gown, placing it in the shop window. Over the years, people have reported seeing the mannequin's eyes move or its expression change, leading to speculation that it is indeed the preserved corpse of the young bride. This legend combines elements of grief, loss, and the uncanny, captivating the imaginations of locals and tourists alike. El Sombreron is a legendary figure who appears as a short man wearing a large black hat with silver decorations and carrying a guitar. He is said to target young women, particularly those with long hair, serenading them and braiding their hair while they sleep. The women he enchants become unable to eat or sleep, wasting away until they die or have their hair cut to break the spell. This legend serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of vanity and the seductive power of music and charm. La Carreta de la Muerte is a spectral cart driven by death itself, making its rounds at night to collect the souls of the deceased. According to legend, the cart is accompanied by eerie sounds, such as the creaking of wheels and the clanking of chains. Those who hear or see the cart are said to be marked for death or will witness the passing of someone they know. This legend reflects the deep-rooted fear of death and the unknown, as well as the inevitability of mortality. In conclusion, Mexican myths and legends are deeply intertwined with the country's cultural and historical fabric. They serve not only to entertain but also to impart moral lessons, explain natural phenomena, and preserve historical events. Each of these tales, from the weeping La Llorona to the ominous La Carreta de la Muerte, continues to captivate and terrify, keeping the rich tradition of Mexican folklore alive for future generations.